Are most of your viewers or followers, are they from the, early days of you streaming, or are they more like new followers of chess from, let's say, the boom in 2020 when there was the Netflix special and obviously the pandemic attributed to a lot of people getting into chess. Are most of your followers from before that time, or are they more from after that?
Yeah, I will say like the bulk of so I have like maybe just under 600,000 subscribers on YouTube. The bulk of those subscribers subscribed in the like 2020
Hmm.
like Queen's Gambit chess boom. And there's definitely been some drop off with growth that there was a point where I was getting like 1 to 2,000 new subscribers on YouTube a day. That's dropped off to maybe 1 or 200 new subscribers a day, which I'm okay with. I try not to get too attached to the numbers. But there's definitely like the kind of the core audience of the people that keep coming back. And yeah, I think with at least people that watch on Twitch, there's definitely some like you can see the subscriber number of like how many months viewers have been subscribed for. So there's some that have started watching from the beginning when I started streaming like over 4 years, and then there's others that are like just tuning in, like just discovered my channel through maybe a video on the YouTube that kind of hit a wider audience. So it's kind of a wide range of viewers, and it's also a kind of range of demographics. Like there's very young viewers who watch my channel who like at the Sinkfield Cup opening ceremony, there's so many kids coming up asking for pictures or autographs, and but there's also a lot of like older viewers too, like in their 60s or 70s, that will send me messages about how it's kind of their main entertainment these days. So it's nice to reach a very diverse audience.
Was that a motivating factor for you as well? Just being not necessarily in the spotlight, but feeling the support of, random chess fans out there.
Oh yeah, it's I mean it's very eye-opening too when like for especially like during pandemic, I'm just inside most of the time talking in front of my computer to this virtual audience and then going to an in-person event and kind of feeling like a celebrity where like I went to Vegas recently for this National Open Vegas Chess Festival, and like I couldn't walk through the playing hall without getting stopped and people lining up for photos, and yeah, it's like super flattering, and it's getting recognized more in public too, like even outside of St. Louis, like when
Hmm.
traveling through the airports. Like it usually happens a handful of times every month. If it happens to you too, Fabiano,
Rarely,
but
but
yeah.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes. More often recently, I noticed that chess has
Uh-huh.
has definitely gotten a popularity boost where this was like super rare 10 years ago that
Hmm.
just wouldn't get noticed anywhere except like, you know, once every 2 years, and now it's a bit more common.
I
Uh,
mean, you sign autographs this morning in the coffee shop.
yeah, but like we're in St. Louis, so
Especially in
Yeah,
St. Louis,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
St.
especially
Louis.
during a
yeah.
tournament, yeah.
If you're within a few blocks of the club, it's bound to happen.
But yeah, now it's a lot more common that there's like just people coming up on the street every once in a while. You mentioned that you played in Abu Dhabi. Do you have any other over the board tournaments lined up, or content that you'll incorporate into like over the board tournaments?
Yeah, there's a lot of potential trips on my kind of upcoming timeline. In terms of OTB, I don't know when my next event will be, but I really want to go to the World Rapid Blitz,
Mm.
which I know it's like it's rumored to be in some locations. I don't think anything official has been announced
I
yet.
heard Abu Dhabi as well.
I've heard that too,
Yeah, that's
actually.
the only
Yeah.
location I've heard, but
So
I guess they might have some other options lined up.
yeah, I think they usually don't announce it until
Yeah.
later. So it would be really cool to play the World Rapid Blitz just for a content opportunity.
What's the qualification process for that?
I think there's some rating cutoff, and like my all my like Rapid Blitz ratings are below 2400, so I might have to send like a nice email to one of the top FIDE people asking for a wild card. But there's been, I mean, I've played tournaments this year where I'll email the organizers and say that I'm interested in playing their event and I'd be happy to promote it on my channels, and they're usually more than willing to offer like nice conditions. Um, and recently I played Abu Dhabi. Before that, I played Reykjavik Open, Earlier this year, it was Gibraltar, this Battle of the Sexes event. So definitely trying to find opportunities to play just to be able to travel and see people in real life. And I might play or I might visit the Global Chess Championship in
Toronto,
Toronto
yeah.
Toronto, yeah.
as a photographer,
Is that the
actually.
final 8 that qualify to or is that just the final 2 that qualify for that?
It's either top four or top eight. I think it's
Okay.
top eight actually,
Okay.
because there's semifinals or there's quarterfinals, semis, and then finals.
I should know this, but
Are you playing? Or,
yeah, I'm playing the online qualification
gotcha.
to
So you
see if
don't
I.
automatically get a spot in like the top eight or
No, no,
whatever.
I think it's like a bracket of 64
Okay.
right now, and it's so ridiculously strong. It's like, I mean, I
I
saw
saw
the
they posted the lineup like
yeah,
on
the gauntlet that
like
I'll have to go through
yeah.
to get to whatever, like to get to Toronto is just totally insane.
But I love the concept of like having the online qualifiers, like similar to what they did a few years ago with Pro Chess League, of having the live finals in person, where it's just such an amazing event for I think players and spectators. And it
Were you
seems
there in San Francisco?
it was in San Francisco a
Yeah,
couple years ago.
yeah,
2019, yeah.
Yeah,
2019.
yeah, I went there as kind of photographer and like kind of journalist, and just the setup was amazing. And I'm sure they're gonna
They did
have
that recently too in Miami. I quite
yeah.
like that
Hmm.
that format where you have, I mean, it seems a bit unintuitive to have like chess played online but not virtually.
Sure.
But I think it's a nice format because the players wear headphones and
Like using the
spectators,
noise
yeah,
canceling headphones and
spectators can just enjoy and talk and not have to like be in church silence like they do during normal tournaments, right?
exactly like they're in the same room as the commentary, but with the headphones they can't
Yeah.
hear anything.
And I think you were the only one, pretty much, at least out of this group, that experienced that as a player in 2019 at the Pro Chess League finals.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything? Did you hear the claps? Because I remember people were like drinking, having a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
fun,
I think
screaming
I think
occasionally.
it was very loud, but not for
You,
us.
you wouldn't hear anything, huh?
I didn't notice it so much.
Were you listening
Like
to
you would
music?
just hear like a low murmur of
Mm.
whatever. And I know that they could hear the commentary too. I think Danny and Robert were doing that.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was
No, no, it was Danny,
because
Robert, and I
also
think
Anna
it was
Rudolph, yeah.
Alexandra was there and
Anna
Anna
Rudolph.
was, but
Yeah.
I think they were like doing more like on the spot reporting. But that was a great event. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was also fun for the spectators. Um, and yeah, we didn't like hear any of the uh,
Because you
commentary.
had to listen to like music or white noise, right?
I don't remember the
Or,
options. I know
uh,
music was definitely an option. I don't know if
okay.
there were like none because so there's this thing with Magnus. I don't know if you saw it where he was like cracking up during one of his matches in Miami.
Oh no.
Like every game he was just laughing. Everyone's like, what is he laughing about? And it turned out he was just like listening to a Norwegian comedy duo or something like that.
Listening
And
to comedy?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know how you
Wow.
can play chess while listening to comedy. This is
Yeah.
like beyond me.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I figured it had to be something he's listening to
Uh-huh.
because it wasn't like a one-time thing, like he's remembering something funny, but it was just like constantly laughing, and everyone was like, "What is he? What is he doing?"
That's so strange to listen to during a chess game. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you want to stay focused, man.
I literally cannot do basic tasks. I cannot answer emails while listening to music. I
Mm.
cannot imagine playing chess at a high level and listening to like funny podcasts.
Well, there's a genre of like focus music that's like instrumental
Study,
that tries
yeah.
to get you in the zone. Yeah.
I wonder if chess, like rapid chess, can in some ways also be so like automatic, like so intuitive that you don't even have to put much effort in.
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, I usually find that if I'm like too relaxed, even during like rapid blitz games, that my play suffers a lot. But maybe for some people, it's like they can pretty much shut off their their brain and just go
Mhm.
on pure intuition. Maybe Magnus is one of those players. But yeah, I was also surprised that he was able to focus or to perform well. I mean, he beat Fruja in a match, so
Mhm.
it's not like that happens very easily.